everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today with Danny and Brooke. Y'all want to say what up?
What up, you guys?
Good to see you.
Danny is with Northern Comfort Tarot, and Brooke is from Empress of Duality, and they are twin flames in union. We are here to do the Trifecta readings, and we are here to be of service to you. Mm-hmm. So, how this is going to work, if you have not been with our Trifecta readings before, we go live every other Friday. We try to stay on track. Energies have been a little wonky, but we're getting back to it. So what we do is every other Friday, we get together and you are able to receive a personal reading from all three of us for the amount of $60 with love donation. Yes. You can find that PayPal link down below in the description box, and I'm sure Danny will be posting it in the comments as well, so keep an eye out for that link. So once we receive your donation, your name will go on a list, and we will try to get to as many of you as possible, but we are here to be of service.
Yes.
Y'all.
Hey, Allie. Hey, Christina
guys.
G. Hey, Strawberry Moonshine and
Can
Michelle. What's that?
Can you help me out? It says live, but...
Yeah, you gotta click on this one.
Oh, really?
Oh. That's weird. Go to video.
I did.
Really? The struggle. Oh, go in your notifications and just click on the
Yes.
Bam.
Oh, hold on.
Everybody's with the volumes.
Christina G, what's up? Michelle, what's up? Dewey, what's
good? What up, dude?
What the fuck is up, y'all?
What up?
Strawberry, okay, moonshine.
Happy Cancer full moon eclipse.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, what y'all think about the energy recently, guys?
For all those that didn't talk about it last night in Harlow.
Oh my god, I could continue on this energy. I have learned so many lessons, and oh my god. Like, I have yet to even fucking voice all of the energies that were coming through for me.
Big time. We got a little thing to talk about the Cancer full moon. If you guys want to listen.
Oh yeah, this was pretty cool.
A little story time.
Pretty perfect for the energy. It's short too, but Dana, one of our lovely subscribers, sent us the, what is it? Moon Oracle deck?
Moonology
deck. I just made that up, didn't I? I tried it. Okay, so it says, you and your loved ones are safe. Things are likely to get very heated, as full moon in Cancer is super emotional sign, so there could be feelings of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. A challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both the domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that is a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. So, couple key meanings for the card. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking, right? You're never the victim. And have you had enough family time yet? I thought that was a pretty good overall energy, y'all. And expect powerful change. Oh my god.
Yeah, I had enough family time. Yeah, it was Christmas like 10 seconds ago. But I guess we need more.
Dang, I could have read it right off the book.
Well, and tonight's the full moon. So, like, we gotta be really, let's do an intention right now. Let's get the energy flowing. We don't have anyone on the list yet. So why don't we pull a collective message for what this full moon is going to do for us. Let's get the energy flowing for what we're going to manifest as a tribe, as a collective, because we're all in this together. One of the cards, as you were saying, that I felt really compelled to pull, one of the Divine Feminine cards, and we got the Warrior Saint. I am warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support, y'all. So I'm going to read that real quick. And then, Danny, I'm going to have you open up. Let's go ahead and get this. I'm hearing them. They're wanting to move. So if you want to do the opening ceremony, and then we can all pull a collective message for the full moon, get that energy flowing. And guys, if y'all want to get on the list, listen, we all hide up today, okay? I can feel it. So let's see what she has to say to us. Higher level 134.
And get it, babe?
Yeah.
Spit that shit.
Oh, she's gonna say it first.
Oh, she's gonna do the card first. Okay.
She says devotion grounds us and allows us to see just how many resources are available to us. And devotion elevates our perception so that the spiritual realm can infuse us with light, strength, and energy that is greater than our own. Devotion is the action we feel compelled to take that demonstrates our commitment to love. The power of my Bagos devotion kept the Sikh religion alive. The task seemed impossible. 4 Sikhs against the whole Mughal army. But what has never happened before becomes possible through true devotion and the force of pure love. Maya is this warrior saint who reminds us to become fully devoted to what we love. Then courage isn't an effort. It isn't something we have to cultivate. Courage is what commitment to love bestows to us. Devote yourself fully to what's at hand, to what is in your heart, and the strength that the support and the courage to complete the task will rise to meet you. The meditation says, what am I committed to with my entire being? Holy crap,
I'm
guys.
gonna throw up. Oh my god, so much energy. Yes.
Woo!
That was beautiful. Spirit said, look, we are ready to fuck some shit up tonight.
I know. I feel it, girl.
We haven't been together, all three, in Jess's channel in a while either.
First time in the new year. All right, Spirit, we're gonna open up a safe. What do you call that space?
Sacred space.
We're opening up a sacred space here, inviting my higher self, Brooke's higher self, and Jessica's higher self to come into the circle, as well as the higher selves of those watching and those that the messages are going out for tonight. With that, I ask all those higher beings, higher vibration, the highest vibration, those angels, ancestors, helpers, and guides to also come into the space. And as you come into the space, we ask that you clear, remove, and block all lower vibrational energies from this place. With that, I invoke a white, rainbow, and violet light of protection to surround this space. Laced with silver, gold, and the eternal flame. Brooke, light it up. To ensure that only messages for the highest good of those watching comes through, so be it.
Our intention is always to add the utmost healing, love, and clarity to you guys in your situations, bringing messages of the highest good only, and to guide you guys back to the unconditional love that you are and that you are so fucking worthy of. Jessica, thank you for having us. We love you guys. What up, Spirit? Let's fuck some shit up.
Allie brought her intentions to the room. Intentions to move house. Move forward with financial support, to step into purpose, to light and assist others, to heal and awaken. God damn, baby.
Amen, girl.
Amen. You got that one down.
Ellie said, intentions? Okay, I got you. Ooh, messages of the highest good only, please, Spirit. Our viewers need to know most about this motherfucking energy that tried to whoop my ass. I ain't got no shame, y'all. It fucked me up.
Alright. Ellie, I got you on the list, but we are going to pull this collective message for the full moon first so we can get this energy flowing, and then we'll get right to you, baby. So, yeah, guys, this is just going to be a full energy night. So if y'all want to get on that list, go to that PayPal link. We'll hook you up. Hey, Cynthia.
Oh, hey, Cynthia.
Oh my
yeah,
God, the first card out. Y'all see how many times I shuffled this deck? The first card out is the one that I read. New moon, or what was the wrong? We read the wrong one.
Did we? No,
but
we read the
moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe.
Wow.
There's some structures breaking down. Oh my gosh. Your hard work is paying off. You're very close to achieving your goal. Integrating. Bring love into the situation. Just because you are experiencing something does not make it your experience. You have the choice over what you make it, right? So let's see. So with this energy, it just seems like we are diving deep into every insecurity, every defense mechanism that we've built to keep ourselves safe throughout our journeys. It's like it's all just crashing down, which can be so fucking scary, y'all. Oh my gosh. When we're integrating our higher selves and releasing our shadows, integrating love and light and clarity into our energy, into our experience, into our manifestations. Because here's the thing. The reason all this change is occurring, what?
You're looking at them right there.
Yeah. Baby, don't distract me.
The reason why all this change is occurring.
Fuck. Okay. So we have to feel to heal, right? And the reason why it may seem like nothing's working out with this energy, right? It's just like the blinders come on, and every bit, Jess and I talked about this a little bit, every bit of resistance, y'all, defense mechanisms, lies, deceit that we're telling ourselves, everything that is not in alignment with the path we've already chosen, because we've already chosen it. We're already manifesting it, right? But the reason that we have to feel it to heal it, for one, when we experience what we do not want, we know, and it bursts and sends a vibration out into the universe of what we do want. We talked a little bit about that on my channel last night, right? So it may seem like nothing's working out. You may be in like a Nine of Swords energy, just fucked up. The mental space, for me, even though it was a Cancer moon, and is a Cancer moon. I say was because I swear to God, I think I went through it already. But even though Cancer is like emotions and like the water and whatever, but for me, there was just this crown chakra, just like explosion of energy. I almost felt like lightheaded and in the clouds and kind of like scattered thinking, couldn't like set my focus. But the more we step into what we've been doing to align our energy, talk to our soul tribe, doing readings, whatever it is that we do to step into purpose, to step into alignment, into our vortex, because there's some spiritual fatigue as well with dealing with this energy. But it's like the more we stay on the path or take action in alignment with our truth rather than sitting and sulking, right? Because then that momentum just builds and it just turns into shit and it gets even harder, right? But the more we do our rituals and whatever keeps us in alignment, the energy is gonna lighten up. At least it did for me. Okay, that was my 3 cards. Might get some clarifiers. I don't know if one of y'all wants to add anything.
I got Hangman with the Lovers to clarify. It's like we're seeing anew through the eyes of love. This whole year is a new decade, but it's 2020, baby, and it's the year of unconditional love. This is the new earth that we've stepped into, or we're stepping into, I think, on the 12th, as like a bunch of planets chill out together. I think Saturn and Pluto is one of them, but I'm no astrologer, but paying attention to that, though, it's like it's this new place to open up our hearts and shine and show love to everyone whether we like it or not, it's flowing through us, right? And everyone can see the changes in us. Lou can attest to that. Hey, James. Because we've been empowered, we've gone into the shadows, we've gone into the darkness, we've done the work in 2019, and we've really dug deep, and this moon as well is like giving us like a 110% replay of the last year in emotions, like emotionally, and it's running it through it all at once to bring it all up and out, and then just lift it up on angel's wings and toss it out, send it into the ethers, right? It's empowering us as we start this new year, right? It's this gift that's being given to us with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is the abundance that we're seeking. A lot of people are saying it's not a really big love year as far as relationships go, but
shit, fuck that. How much do you love yourself?
I know, right? It's what you truly desire in your heart is what you're going to manifest with this power that you've been given, power of unconditional love. This is source energy. And there's so much power in that, but it is the gift that you now have to move forward and gain all the things, the tools, the necessities in purpose in your life that are going to bring all that you would desire in this new decade. So with that, I pulled a final card here. It's release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands, whether that be within the past week, or actually all of that has been in the past week, but 2019, it's time to release it, right? Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. It's time to fuck it up royally this year.
Woo. I'm receiving so many messages right now.
I don't even know where to start, right? That's how I feel.
It's wild because so many of us have been experiencing like this major shift and this resistance, this pressure, and we're kind of feeling, a lot of us keep kind of going in and out of it, right? Like we might have a one good day, but then we have a couple down days, and like Brooke said, the spiritual fatigue, right? I've been experiencing this a lot myself. Now, from the cards that I've been pulling, like even with the first original message, you know, it's like, what are we devoted to creating, right? Most people that are drawn to us or these channels are doing the major healing, right? Like we are devoted to our light working skills. We're devoted to being in service. We're devoted to elevating and just fucking shit up on a highest level possible, right? This is the full cleansing that spirit is bringing through. Like everything that we have been working towards, this is one of those major push to release a lot of the karmic baggage and the karmic cycles that we have been carrying for a long time. This is us leaning so hard on our faith and our spirituality and our belief system that even when shit hits the fan, we know that it's only temporary. We know that it's only a detour. We know that it's only this moment of lapse of judgment when we start to get scared and we're fearful of what the outcome is going to be. We bring it right back to the heart of the matter, and that is that we are loved, we are supported, and we are being cleansed of all the bullshit that we have been carrying as a truth that no longer serves us, right? It is the thing that's been keeping us from living up to our full potential. And everything that has been creating lack, separation, judgment, ridicule, all these storylines that we have been telling ourselves that are depleting our energy is finally being tested to the point of release and transformation. What does this bring us to? The inner child. It's all the choices that we have to make. That's all I did. It's like having these choices to bring it back to joy. What is our heart's true desire? Is it staying in misery and feeling sorry for ourselves and playing victim? Or is it realizing that we have the choice to align with what our soul is truly meant to do, what it's calling for, and what we are able to do when our heart is in alignment with the greater good? It's our evolution. It's this point of, okay, the roses, right? Like when you're growing, you start from this little tiny seed. It takes time to process, to evolve, to get to the point of the budding flower. But even when the flower is in a bud, it is tight, right? It's tightly knitted. We're restricted. It's not until we fully let go and accept the truth that we are an innocent soul that have created or accepted belief systems that are no longer necessarily in alignment with what we want to believe or where we're going in life. That's not going to support our journey anymore, to allow us that freedom to be exposed, to be vulnerable, to be in that true beauty of our, like, that highest potential, right? And that's when our energy is going to shift. This is what's happening right now. And also, it's about reaching out to the opportunities and not limiting ourselves on what we can achieve, because Spirit's been downloading like crazy, y'all. I don't know about everyone else, but they are bringing so many messages, so many synchronicities, so many ideas and inspirations. And it's up to us to make sure that wherever our branches need to reach out to in order to be nourished, or to send our love and our light and our, inspiration to other people, because you might not think that you inspire other people or what your story has to do for others, but that it doesn't matter. You think so many people go through this process and they're awakening, what about me needs to be seen? What about my story needs to be heard? How many of us end up creating that space for others to say, I am not alone, right? I am not the only one going through this. I have that support system now, and all of us have been led together for this same reason. And it's because Spirit is coming in and giving us the knowledge and the wisdom that we need in order to bring more harmony, not into just our lives, but into others. So the card that we got tonight is Lilith, which I don't know if everyone knows, but Lilith was actually Adam's first wife, okay? First partner. So let's see what she has to say, because she's a badass bitch. All right. And I know that I actually have Lilith Moon in my chart, and it definitely makes a lot of sense with a lot of the things that I have had to overcome in my life, especially with codependent behaviors. And I know a lot of empaths and sensitives end up running into this. So we'll see how all this comes in. So she says, I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Lilith asks, what would happen if you left everything behind? She wonders what prevents you from getting to experience all that you desire. Is it you? Is it an idea of someone you have to be? Is it society's definition of what it means to be a woman or a man? Lilith asks the questions that sometimes never fully reach the light of consciousness. Lilith is unclaimed. She is the ruler of her body and soul, and she reminds us that we are too. And not only that, we have the sacred obligation to be the body's fierce protector. If I were entirely equal to everyone else, to every man, to every angel, like Samuel, what would I choose for my life? If I see myself as worthy, as the first woman ever created by the divine, what more would I ask for? Am I living the life I desire? Am I actually fulfilled sexually in my current relationship? Are there aspects of my sexuality I haven't been able to face and voice? Lilith refused to settle. She answered all these questions within her and took action on the truth she uncovered. Lilith demanded that she be met with what she really desired, and she's here to demand that we all do the same. So the meditation says, what does the life I truly desire look like? Well,
Beautiful.
Listen, this is that time where we got to realize what we're sick and tired of carrying around, and the baggage and the karma we keep going over and over and telling ourselves what we, are lacking, or we don't have the capability, or whatever the case may be. And yet it is there. It is there for the taking. It is there for us to manifest. It's there for us to be in alignment with. And we just have to believe in ourselves and be in that vibrational alignment with what we're trying to attract.
So much truth. That was beautiful. My gosh. Thank you for the beautiful messages. There's one more thing I want to say about this energy, y'all. Where it's like this land of indecision, right? Because it's like you're fighting your shadow side. You're integrating your shadow side. So you know what else is within your shadow side? Our secrets. The things that we've done in our past that we judge ourselves for, that we don't look at anymore, that's still within our vibration, still within our story, that we may have forgotten about, right? So it's going into those secrets and actually finally feeling them. Did it make you feel like you were unworthy? Did it make you feel like you weren't good enough? Did it make you feel like you're not this perfect divine being that you are? Did you choose not to love yourself unconditionally? Hurt people hurt people. There's still those parts of us that we left in the past because we judged ourselves or we didn't think we were good enough. But there's those pieces of ourselves that we're picking up, that are coming back online, that are coming back into alignment because we're choosing unconditional love. Every single one of y'all that is here is choosing unconditional love, okay? But there are still stories and just pieces that we have completely forgotten about. Like, for example, to kind of like shine a light on the energy that I'm talking about. Maybe you are one of those people that just likes to have different partners, and you realize that you ended up hurting a lot of people along this path. You can't really find someone to settle down with. And you tell yourself, well, I like being single, or whatever you want to tell yourself, right? But at the end of the day, we always choose unconditional love, right? We always want that partner, that divine partner, our purpose that feels good to us, right? So let's say you've been in a relationship and you've cheated on your girlfriend, or you've cheated on your boyfriend or whatever, and you've kept those secrets for so fucking long, right? And then now it's to the point where you're getting that clarity, you're integrating your shadow side, and it's just like, okay, well, I can't go and tell them about my secrets now, but that's what the universe is asking you to do. Whatever you've kept in your closet for all this time, looking at it and being bold and taking that leap of faith and knowing that if you're doing something for the better of yourself, choosing unconditional love, you're giving that unconditional love and you're going to receive that unconditional love. But it takes strength, y'all, to break down King of Pentacles in the reverse. It takes strength, especially when we're in our shadow side energy, to see things from a higher perspective, to know that you and your loved ones are always safe, right? So if you're being called to finally express your secrets, express your dark side, express your shadow side so you can integrate it, they're asking you to take that leap of faith and just do it, right? Feel to heal. Release the resistance and the stories that we've held on to for so long, because they're not helping our vibration anymore, right? They're holding us back. All right.
Bam.
Whole lot of truth.
Right.
Oh my goodness. I love you guys.
I know in this hermit card too, like there's friends. He's not alone in this hermit card. That's the after tarot. So like that time is over. You have everyone in the comment section, right, that truly loves all of each other. You know what I mean?
Your addictions, they love your addictions, your codependency, your pain that isn't really even real, right? Face every single one of those illusions. Am I saying that's easy? No, y'all, it's hard because it feels like your soul is being pulled apart in two different directions. But really what's happening is all those entities, those lower vibrational energies, those thought forms that are so fucking powerful within your vibration that it feels like an entity attachment, right? Everything that's not in alignment, every energy, every story that's not in alignment with where you've already chosen to go is going to try to latch onto you, and it's going to try to pull you back and pull you back and pull you back. And if you feel yourself resisting in your life, resisting in your relationships, resisting communication, resisting all the things that usually make you feel good, take a look at that, because it's signs from the universe and from God and from spirit. Where are you resisting your purpose? Because you are so fucking scared, right? Just going into it, y'all. But you gotta lean on us, right? Every single one of us are in our lives for a reason. Oh my God. And we gotta do this together. We are one.
Amen, baby.
All right. Well, I hope y'all resonate and enjoy these messages because I know a whole another level of information just came out. But I know for the majority of like people I've been talking to, what I've been going through, what Brooke's been going through, we're all experiencing these things. And it's no joke. And don't be afraid to lean on your tribe too, people. Like, we are all in this together. And there's a reason we've all been called to be in each other's lives. So, no, it's not easy. We need to rely on ourselves to get through the work, but it's okay to ask for help too. So, with that being said, Ellie is up first. If anyone would like to get on the list, y'all can go through the PayPal link. Okay. I'm sure Danny will post that again.
It was just like dead silent on our side, and I was like, okay.
I might have to step out for a chip in a minute. What messages do our guides and ancestors have for us? Any clarity is golden, and I fucking lost.
We appreciate all the messages, love, and support we receive. What messages do our guides and ancestors have for us? Any clarity is golden. Yes, clarity, the utmost clarity. Another thing with this energy is you will be so confused. You know why? Because you're feeling your shadow side and you're like not really in alignment, it kind of feels like. And when your shadow side's up and you're not seeing things from a higher perspective, then you get confused. Then you get all fucked up in your head, right? That's why it's important to remember your rituals, your routines, how you get back in alignment, stay in the vortex, right? Abraham Hicks is a really good teacher. Okay, so let me stop talking.
Well, I watched a beautiful video, because we talk about it all the time about, where our energy goes, or where our intention goes, our energy flows, right? And she was talking about the 7-second rule in working, and I feel like it's so important to bring that up too, because it's so easy to get caught up in it, especially when you're in that shadow, right? And it's like we've been talking about this too a lot, especially the storyline. But the 7-second rule is whatever you think or speak about for 7 seconds, it's going to fork off into something that is in a vibrational alignment with that original thought, right? Mm-hmm. So if you start off with a high vibrational thought or, sentence or whatever the case may be. And like Ellie, okay, the affirmation list, I saw that. And like I was having a conversation with someone, and this is another thing about the whole inspiration. I was helping a friend, and I was like, well, why don't you write an affirmation list? Here's a few to start. And then I was like, you know what? I need to be writing these things too. And next thing you know, I got a whole list. And it's like, by reminding yourself that it's 17 seconds.
Yeah.
I swear she said 7, but it's whatever. Either way, you know, whatever you're putting your intention into, and the more you think about it, right, you know that it's going to snowball effect in whatever direction that it needs to go with that original thought. So just remember that, and especially when you feel like you're slipping back into old patterns and old ways, then you can rewrite that storyline into something more positive for yourself.
Now, and when you're saying those affirmations, you know, just like the affirmation cards, like you sit here and you read them. What do you need to release? And then you go, well, yeah, I probably should release. I need to release. What vibration are you actually putting out? You know, when you're being like passive aggressive with yourself, you know, it's also listening to yourself when you're affirming these things, because like I said, we always have those stories that are influencing our vibration. But another thing about kind of what Jess was talking about, like when you're outside of the vortex, you're out of alignment with the truth, with your higher knowing, higher perspective, right? When you do think those thoughts that are not true, you're listening to those old self-limiting beliefs that are being released. That's why you're experiencing them. But the more, how to know you're not in alignment with the truth is when you think one of those negative thoughts, like she says, it's gonna, boom, there's another negative thought. Boom, there's another negative thought. It's like a backlash every single time. And you dig yourself, not even intentionally, but you dig yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into the false truth that you are hearing, right? So that's why it's important to, you know, just we all do it differently. Whatever way you can to shift that energy. And a lot of the times physical activity really helps, because we can't forget the biological part, right? The chemicals that our brain produces when we think things and visualize things and feel things. So sometimes just doing physical activity releases those endorphins, and it will shift your energy if all else fails. All right, Ellie and Dewey, y'all are so patient. We love y'all. Ellie and Dewey. Clarity for Ellie and Dewey. I'd like to know, Spirit. Okay.
You guys been dancing naked yet? I don't see you guys dancing naked. You got the dancing naked card upside down.
Ooh, so pretty. So good. Such good cards.
What's he talking about? Dancing naked. All right. So the sun is in reverse. Coming out of the hop. Judgment is in reverse as well. You know, it's that, oh my God, everything we do, where is it? What's it? You got the Knight of Pentacles to clarify the sun in reverse. Like it's taking forever. We do what we're doing, and it's taking forever. And things aren't coming as fast enough. Well, if you know from what Mike says, you know, spirit works slower. There's 2 speeds spirit works on. You need to really focus on
adjustments are required.
Being in the love, right? Just being in that love, basking in the love, being a part of each other's vibration, doing not only things but almost everything together, and even when it comes to heavy energies, explaining to each other what you're feeling, what you're going through, what's coming up inside you, having that type of quality time. That's a fucking twin flame thing, man. The distance that we have between each other is what's bringing us closer together, always. It sounds fucked up, but that's the duality of the matter here. So when there's fears, right, or when you're releasing the fears, it's the Two of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords in reverse. So as you're releasing these fears to each other and communicating what's coming up and what you're feeling, that's what's going to get you closer to that Ten of Cups. It's like inching its way through the energies, through the things that come out of nowhere. It seems like you get blindsided. It's that opening up to each other on all aspects. Like, I just don't know what the fuck, man. My gut is growling, and I just ate craft dinner. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with me. Well, just getting into detail, the the most detail even, and I'm sure you guys are doing that, but continue is what they're saying, and that's building the foundation for everything that's to come. At the bottom of this deck, I had another releasing fears, right? Releasing the walls that you've put up from past relationships, from things that you've gone through, releasing the hurts and as well with all those things. And you can even, while you're going through, you can even talk about your past and talk about the things that hurt you, right, with each other. And it's an easy way to release and transmute that energy, an easier way because you guys are together than it would be if you were alone and facing these things by yourself, right? It's the next level kind of shit when you're in union, dude. And you guys really, as you let go, there is a victory to be had here. The Six of Wands is in reverse, but as you guys continue down this path, moving that way, and not only working through your fears and all that stuff, but working in purpose, right? That quality time that you set aside for your moving into purpose. You set an hour a day or a couple hours a day to do that, or you work on a puzzle, and as you're working on a puzzle, you're not only putting the pieces of the puzzle together, but you're sharing each other's stories and stuff while you're doing it. We should fucking get a puzzle, baby. We should get a puzzle.
I'm hearing the same message that you're getting, but I'm hearing it just a little bit different. And the only thing that I want to add to what you said is they are asking you to, there's like this healing that needs to take place when it comes to abundance, 3D abundance, and materialistically. Like, go back into your childhood and talk to each other about like what y'all went through, because there is still this lingering story, lingering vibration of worth, of doubt, of fear, right? And it's like I got like two nines and two or three major arcana, so it's just like one little puzzle piece, but they're just putting me through you two talking and just like talking about your childhood, talking about how you grew up, because there are stories within those stories that aren't really the truth, but it's still influencing your vibration. This is actually when we read for you last time, we said some of the same things. So a way to get to the root of, like, they're wanting you to get to the root of what is still influencing you, and just communicating with each other, talking about things that y'all went through in your past. You're going to hear yourself, you're going to be able to hear the story, you're going to be able to feel the disalignment and the false truth that you've been holding on to, right?
I got two nines too. I got the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Pentacles is building the confidence between you both in this union. That'll lead to the Ten of Cups as well. And what's super cool about I lost it. I guess it's my turn, baby. What's super cool about
Jessica,
access
your
denied.
turn.
That's I'll get to the super cool shit, I guess. Just let it come back. Go ahead, Jesse.
Well, okay, so, and I find it funny that there are certain readings that y'all have done for them that are like kind of bringing it back for y'all, because the same thing they're doing for me is the same message that they got on Wednesday for me. And it goes back to the advocate for the Gaia, right? So, one of the things that I find really interesting is with this eternal light of love, okay? So if you can see, And we know, like, y'all have such a bigger purpose and like really helping the collective.
Mhm.
You're just not sure of the details yet, which is fine because it's all going to unfold, right? It's just the steps that you need to take, and it's about trusting those baby steps to allow it to unfold. But trust your vision, right? Like, hold that vision of what it is that you're wanting to accomplish with all of this. You know you want to be of service. You know you want to help people thrive. You know you want to be able to teach people from what you learn, right? But what I also find interesting is that this clock in the center of his chest has all the zodiac signs, right? So not only are you the advocate for Gaia, but you're the advocate for all of the creatures and the humans here on Earth that fall under these signs as well, right? And like, no matter what, this card also represents that it's like so much in trusting the process that even when things seem to be going awry, like, there's still love behind it. And like Danny was saying, that the fact that both of you have each other, you're able to accomplish so much more being together than if you were separate. And the thing that I find very interesting about this card is the fact that it's clarified by the King of Wands. So they had me look it up. And I mean, normally, I know what the King of Wands is, but the way that they're bringing this through is like so freaking deep. So kings are protectors, providers, and seasoned, experienced leaders, right? So like this all goes to your purpose and what you're advocating, right? Who succeed in the missions and quests that they undertook as knights, which is that process that you're going through. You're allowing the storyline to unfold to the point that you get to that, like, this is what I've been working for. This is what I'm protecting. This is what I'm making clear, and this is what I'm moving forward with. Then you have the clearer picture of what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to be. So they are also skilled commanders who have proven themselves on the battlefield of life, and they are confident in the knowledge and wisdom they acquired during their quest. Kings are also stereotypically masculine, but they are authoritarian, assertive, and alert. So they guard their kingdoms with passion and force, and they are not afraid to make executive decisions.
Yes.
And that's another thing, especially with your healing process. On the bottom of the tarot deck, we have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Swords. And I feel like what they were telling me through this is, especially through the healing process, but it's like once you go through this process of removing, like what Brooke was talking about, going back to the inner child, talking it out with each other so that you can have a clear understanding of where the lack mentality or the limitations are stemming from, it's going to help you be more assertive with your decision-making skills so that you can just make a clear, authoritative decision. I know what my vision is. I know what my mission is, and I'm going for it. I'm doing it, and I'm going to protect this kingdom and this, everything that I'm fighting for, all of God's creatures. And I'm not going to back down, right? This is a part of your initiation, guys.
Oh, beautiful. This is
what they're bringing you up for. This is your level up. Mm-hmm. And it's helping you with the Magician realize your power and your manifesting abilities. You have not only the Magician, but the World here too. And both of these represent new beginnings by closing out old chapters and realizing the power that you hold in your hands. And your DNA, you hold this power, right? But you also have to be clear. Be clear with what it is that you're manifesting, and don't be afraid or shy with what it is that you're asking the universe for, because remember what you're doing it for. Not only are you advocating for Gaia, but you are doing it for all of her creatures, all of the things that inhabit this planet. This is what you're doing it for, right? This is a big responsibility, guys, okay? And I remember when I found out my responsibility, it was overwhelming. But I'm here to activate. I'm here to inspire, right? So I'm giving you this information so that you can realize what steps that you have already been receiving.
Yes.
And if you're looking for the go-ahead, here's the go-ahead. Here's your fucking sign, okay? Yes. Because you already have the tools that you need to start making the necessary steps. Mm-hmm. You don't have to take quantum leaps. You will make quantum leaps. But right now, they just want you to believe in yourself and start taking the necessary steps. Go after what it is that you already know you should be doing. And have faith. Stand strong. Know that abundance is within you. And you have everything that you need to apply the teachings and the learnings that you have already developed into your everyday existence, okay? And this all happens because you are choosing to release the old storylines, the old narratives, and anything that is going to stand in your way of this mission so that you can start a new cycle, not only for yourselves, but for the collectives. All you got to do is believe. Be in receiving mode, okay? And trust that spirit is guiding you home. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
Twins in union. You want to go?
No, I said beautiful.
Yeah, twins in union, that's no joke, all right? And these two nines are all about what you're going to bring to the collective. See, when we go through things, and I wrote it down here, this is the message that I had earlier. That's super cool. Twins in union, the energy we go through that brings up the junk in the trunk and how we work through it and heal are what we are to share with the collective to act as a guide, right? We have this tool within us now that you're in union, that we have all these teachings that are right before us, right before our feet, but you have to see them as not hardships, right? You have to see them not as stumbling blocks or to abundance or to all these things. The abundance that you have is with you right now. It's before you, and really they're super adamant in saying this. Like what we've gone through in the past week, and we've come up with this as well, both on our own in separate corners, is like these are the messages we need to bring forward. Mm-hmm. Right? It's the guiding light in that hermit card. That in that hermit card in the after tarot, it's the the Merkaba, right? It's the vessel in which twin flames or souls travel in, right? Well, that light that we have to share with humanity, that's burning unconditional love, is really it's what's going to lift humanity with this Nine of Pentacles energy to gaining the confidence needed to move forward towards wishes fulfilled. Towards their wishes fulfilled. The last message was drawing timelines between you as these things are coming up, like you're working on your inner child and the things that you've gone through. When, let's say, when I was 6, I got stabbed by whatever, and I fell off my bike. And what was Dewey doing when he was 6 too? And can you see the similarities in that while you're building that puzzle on the table? Talk these things out, and as you draw the two timelines in together and merge those timelines, it brings you into harmonious alignment with each other, right? And it just, oh my God, goosebumps. And it opens up so many more doors for things to come up, not only for healing within you, but to heal others as well.
And in a nutshell, Ellie and Dewey, you know what I've heard 3 or 4, 5, 6 times within this reading is you too are to guide others based off of what you are experiencing. So if you think that there's something that you have to show, to express, to creatively express your purpose. Okay, that's what it's all about. Creatively expressing our purpose. That is what we're here to do. That's how we activate. That is how we guide. But the main message I keep hearing for you guys is you too are supposed to guide people through your experiences. Meaning, if you can't find clarity on which step to make, okay, put the camera on and you and Dewey talk about it. That's where you're gonna find the clarity. That's what they've been trying to tell you. That's where they've been guiding you. That if you just take that step, if you just do it, right? If you just talk, if you just serve, if you just creatively express your purpose and what you know to be true, right? That's when the clarity is gonna come in. That's when they're gonna shine a light deeper and deeper into the path that you are walking on, right? But it's taking that creative expression and expressing it. Okay, you don't need anything, you have everything that you need. Jessica said that, right? Guide others through your experiences, and that will bring you guys clarity. That's what I heard. All right, where are we at now? Hope those messages resonate.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. It usually does. So I hope everyone's enjoying their night. We don't have anyone else on the list yet, so if there's anyone that would like to join in on these readings, please follow the PayPal link down below, and Danny will post in the comments. Thank you.
That's naked.
Yeah, so as soon as we reach get that donation, we'll put your name on the list and we'll try to get through as many people as possible. It is full, guys.
Such good messages, man. Ooh.
I might have to get that chick. There is something fierce inside of me.
Maybe. Might not be on much longer.
I guess not. I guess we can wait.
Thank you, Lou. Appreciate it. Do what we can.
But
either way, I love working with y'all.
Yes.
I miss y'all.
Oh yeah.
God, I was reminiscing on Florida, and I was just like, man, that was home, dude. That was just fucking home. Ugh, it was so good, y'all. It was so good. Ugh.
I can't imagine what Cali's gonna be like. Oh my goodness.
Right.
Right.
And like we're the OGs. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Love you, Mike. If you happen to see
ready.
this.
About to light it up.
Would love to, but can't. Okay, Adele.
I'm gonna be walking in there like a damn beacon, all three of us.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna need film crews and stuff to, as we walk with all our stuff, our bags of cards and stuff, just the gangsters of tarot.
That is cool though. It's creating a whole brand new foundation of fucking tarot reading, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, bringing the tribe together, bringing the readers together. That was a big part of the mission when I was like, even before I got my reading from Mike, my first reading. I was thinking about doing tarot because I watched so many readings that I was doing readings as they were pulling the cards. I was like, oh yeah, this means that and that and that, and the messages are coming out. But one of the big ones, and I think I shared it with you because we were pretty much in talks back in the day, was getting this right here together, getting readers together, getting, collaborations together, bringing the tribe in that way. Look, if you've got a tarot reader that's that's not skimpy on working with other people, and you know what I mean, like, oh well, I need the $10 more than whatever. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with getting the messages out, and the collaboration is like hitting it from all angles. You know what I mean? Like from every reaches of the earth, bringing these people together and bringing those messages together to serve not just the people that we're doing the messages for, but the collective.
And not to mention, y'all, when light workers are having fun, okay?
Oh
Do y'all
God.
understand the light that we project on this motherfucking earth when we come together and we just have fun? Oh, if we could just do that, that would be fine. But, some people kind of need a little help healing, right? So that's what we do.
And we lift them up, and we, walk with us.
It's an equal give and take, that's for sure. I've learned from so many people that I've given readings, and I've received so much clarity and information and understanding on certain subjects.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Me and Jess, man, me and you can come up with some shit now.
I'm telling you, we do like this shit.
Know what happens?
I'm serious. We need to have like a little talk show or something.
Really? Well, we need to bust out.
Yes, dude. When me and her get talking on the phone, like we'll just be channeling messages back and forth. It's like our higher selves are just like talking through it. It's so much fun.
That too, when we came up with conversations with spirit, it was just me and Jai talking with each other, and we were like, man, we got to put this to air. You know what I mean? And then spirit is always with us in the mix, right? So by putting out those messages, it's not just us talking anymore. It's like we're sharing that love, right, from source. So
dude,
that's how that came out.
I think sometimes we forget about like the human aspect of it, and we all up in the spirituality. And look, y'all, sometimes we just gotta be human and like talk shit out as a human, and I don't even know how to like put into words
and share our experiences, because the experiences really, if you look at the whole reason why this was created, it was a playground for us to play in, but God wanted information, right? So we go through our lives and we do these things, and this data is collected for the collective to learn and grow and build and momentum, and that's what we do. That's why we're going through all these energies, and it's cool too that we kind of go through these energies together. Not just as we're talking, but separately without talking. We're going through these energies together, and then when we get together,
right, if it would have been talking, probably would have been through it sooner. And then as we come together in community, right, and we share these experiences, we're like, oh shit, so I wasn't going through that alone. But the human side's like, oh, what is this? What is fear? What is lack? What is resistance?
Yeah, because we've been taught fear since the cradle, right?
Plus, we're all of our mind is just on unconditional love, and when we feel the fear, it's like, oh, but that's not unconditional love. I can't talk about it, but yes, you can. That's what unconditional love is.
Hush now, baby, don't you cry.
Oh man.
All right. I have a TV fucking phone, y'all. Do y'all see this? Jesus.
The TV phone.
This thing is huge. I mean, just look at this thing.
It's like
God.
1 inch less than an iPad mini.
Literally bigger than my hand. Anyways.
Guys, well, we have not had anyone else jump on the list, so if we want to call it early, we can.
That was such a good talk, though. Good reading.
That was.
Good energy. Love it. Love you guys for showing up.
It's always
Jessica
a
for
blessing.
having us.
Always a blessing going live, that's for sure.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure working with y'all and just having this energy and this big ball of love from Tribe. I don't know what I would do without y'all. I really don't. Y'all make my world go round. I don't know why I feel compelled to. Oh, Lou said he just sent one. I also feel compelled to ask: is there anyone that has any questions? Like,
ooh, yes.
that wants to talk about something or any insight from us that y'all are interested in?
Ooh, I can't wait to tap into Lou's energy.
I just keep wanting to do a Zoom, with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, what do we say? Either tomorrow or Sunday, maybe.
I can't remember. Tomorrow, yeah, that's what we said. Tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow or Sunday. We could come on live and share it with everybody. The number.
I'll actually be heading down to Charleston tomorrow.
Wow.
I'll be driving all day.
No doubt.
Yeah. I got my friend that's still in the hospital. I'm going to go see her and spend a few days with my best friend. So,
Lou, what's your question?
Yeah, Lou, you can pop up your question anytime, but what are you folks doing anyway, Mike is saying. Well, you're about to see what we do. We're doing live tarot readings, $60.
That's a funny way to ask.
You can post a question, and we just get to the heart of the matter. We lay out the cards and get spirits messages for those that need it. And you most of the time the messages that come out for the people that we're doing readings for also touch and hit home to people in the chat as well. So all kinds of guidance here for you guys, Mike. That's what we do.
You said Mike and I got excited. I was like, Big Mike.
No, it's just Mike.
Hey, just Mike is cool too.
Mike question.
Not Big Mike, just Mike.
Jesus.
We love you, Mike. Welcome to the room.
Ooh.
Lou says, my energies have been all over the place. Oh my God.
Welcome to this full moon energy.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, just wondering what spirit has got for me. All right.
Fine-tuning your vibration, what you think and what you feel, aka fine-tuning the life that you are creating, right?
Ooh, Spellcaster Tarot.
Alright, I gotta focus. But it's really the main lesson that I'm feeling for you is really learning how to focus your energy. When we feel scattered, how do we get back into the vortex? How do we align back with the truth? When our shadow is triggered, when our ego is triggered, when we're healing deep wounds, right? Ancestral wounds, cellular activation, DNA activation, everything's changing, right? Purging. But when we're going through those things, it's also a pretty good test of how good we are at focusing, fine-tuning our vibrations, fine-tuning our thoughts. Remember, 17 seconds, you think a thought, and more thoughts like that are going to appear. More thoughts like that are going to appear. So if we are focused on ourselves enough to be able to recognize when we're thinking something, and we get that backlash of not being in our truth, and the thoughts get darker and darker, and there's more resistance built and more resistance built, having that awareness, right? So your energy is teaching you awareness and fine-tuning your vibration, right? If you're having to make any decisions at this point in time and you feel confused or indecision or scattered thoughts or whatever, get into the vortex and then get into the vortex and then get into alignment and then talk to your soul vibe tribe and then work out and then, right? Because they're not going to get that backlash that's going to put you deeper and deeper and deeper into a thought that is not serving you, right? Into a paradigm, a reality that doesn't feel good, that is not serving you.
And then
yes, if y'all take anything from our last few readings, get into the vortex and then. Because when we find ourselves having to put effort forward to do things in our life, to make decisions, that is a clear and direct indication that we are not in alignment with our highest good. We are not in alignment with our truth. Because when you're in the vortex, when you're in alignment, it just is. There's no effort. It just is. And when it just is, it feels so good, right? So you're just learning to get into alignment, to fine-tune your focus and release resistance, right? There's a lot of upgrades within your energy. And just like me and Jess were talking about, not beating yourself up, or if you find yourself beating yourself up for not being able to see from that higher perspective, that clarity, that decision that you need to make, right? Not beating yourself up. It's okay to feel that way. It's happening for you. It's not happening to you, right? But if you continue to get those backlashes of stories that don't feel good, get into the vortex
and then
baby, please. Please.
I was just waiting for it. Waiting for my backlashes.
My God.
That was a good movie. Was that White Castle?
See, I don't even know the reference. I'm referencing Abraham Hicks, okay?
Oh, I'm referencing a movie. I'm like Dewey. I got my movie references. I got my
Alright,
music
let's see.
references. All right, Hierophant is on the table with the Lovers and the Star card. 7 of Cups under that with the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. A lot of things coming your way. Spirit's kind of bringing
Look
these.
at that. Prosperity lies ahead. First card I got.
When you're in the vibration of unconditional love, when you are tapped into Spirit, to Source, to the waters that they nourish and replenish your beautiful soul, Lou, options reveal themselves tenfold, right? And you can stand as the 7 of Wands guys, right? Oh man, he's standing and he's put 6 of Wands down. 6 of Wands stands for victory, and he's taking his 1 wand of passion, right, and moving forward in that. You have all kinds of things that are coming up for you that you can do and that you're passionate about. And being in that vibration of like exercising what you love to do and how you love to express yourself, right, brings you into balance and calms not only your existence, right, but the existence for others around you. That energy that flows within your auric field is catchy as fuck. And I'm telling you, like I've told you before, I remember that, like, it's as though your light lightens up other people's lives and they don't even realize it until, like, oh shit, I caught the sun off of Lou. I caught me some sun off of Lou. Like, Lou, you light people up, and whether that be in expressing yourself through music, or whatever that passion is that you have, man, that is your sword that you're going to be able to rush into battle with and lift others up out of it. 3 of Cups beside the Knight of Swords. 3 of Cups is all about joy and spreading joy and love and cherishing the moment that you're in, and not only with yourself but others. And then the Empress card is pulled as the last card out of this reading. That's you nourishing. That's you being that nourishment, not only for yourself but others. And there's so much that you can birth through this, through your creativity, that, oh my God, man, they're just saying, move forward,
It's
keep
time to
going,
take
keep
action.
going. The Chariot card, take action, because as you see things through a new light, as you see this through the lens of love, you are changing others' perceptions as well. So be that light to others through that which you have passion in, and expressing your true inner being. That's what I got, man.
Ooh, come on, death and rebirth energy. Integrate in that Scorpio shadow side. Jessica, you can go ahead.
Well, I'm getting the same message. I feel like,
What I
especially with the 8 of Wands being here on the bottom of the deck, Um, I feel like you just need to kind of prioritize and focus on what direction you want to move in and go for it. Because there seems to be a lot of like weighing the odds, trying to, make a decision. But I also feel like you're kind of going through this process of someone waiting to tell you if it's the right move or not.
Yes.
So, a lot of the same cards you got is Dewey and Ellie, and this was the same thing that was happening the other night too. But with the application card, I feel like there are so many things that you can branch off into, right? And it's about like you reaching for the stars and grounding yourself into the tools and the knowledge and that sense of joy that you are bringing into your life, right? But it's by connecting with those who connect with your soul. And it's like all these things that you're learning from these people that you truly connect with, whether, these be soulmates or lovers or whatever the case may be. But these are people who truly feel like home to you. Right, that give you that courage, that give you that confidence, and like really support the changes that you're making in your life, and being able to apply those tools by following your heart. Like these are the people that are helping you give, like they're supporting the direction that you're heading in. And the clearer you get about the direction that you want to move into, the more that we can support you by doing so, right? And it's by just letting your heart be free and like not trying to question or doubt so much about, how's it going to work or whatever the case may be, because spirit's opening the portal, dude. Like this is a part of your ascension, and the changes that are coming into your life and the doors that are opening up for you, these are going to take you to a whole different level. But it was a door you're meant to walk into, because again, like look at the light at the top of this tree, right? You have to first walk through the door in order to ascend to that higher level of consciousness. But we have the Eight of Swords clarifying that. And that's why I'm saying I feel like there's a sense of waiting for someone to give you the go-ahead. Well, Spirit's already given you that. Spirit's already told you this is the direction you need to move into. This is what the path I want you to follow, and it's by linking up with these souls that you are. And I mean, there's no coincidence that you've been led to this tribe, or that you have connected with so many beautiful souls that have not only lit you up, but you lit us up, right? Like all of this is a part of the collective consciousness and the rising up of the energy. But there are certain things where, the mind space has kind of kept you in a space that feels confined.
Yes.
Like you feel like your options are limited, and
right? They're not.
And this is Spirit releasing you of these limitations and of this belief system and saying, reach for the stars. Like it can be whatever you want it to be, and we want you to have that. Source of life. Again, they're here to cleanse these old belief systems and get rid of anything that is not a pure thought. They are re-energizing you to give you the clarity that you need so that you can move forward and be patient with the process, but due diligence, right? In order to make something grow, you first have to put in that effort. You have to tend to it and be patient as these offers start coming in. And when they come in, then you can make the necessary decisions, but don't go back and forth, and not be able to feel into what decision is best for you and the highest good for all, right? This is a part of your transformation. And listen, when I say that they're supporting you, they are comforting you through this process. Because listen, it's not easy, especially when it goes through this transformation. The transformation is barren. It is like no fruitfulness, no abundance. It just, there's this sense of lack, right? And they are setting you free from any limitations, any expectations from others, and just allowing yourself to be the Lou that all of us have seen and witnessed firsthand, right? Whatever it is that you are meant to do, trust the process, follow the steps, follow the signs. You will be led to it, but that door is open for you, right? You know what you're meant to do. You just have to start taking the small steps, right? Same thing as Dewey and Ellie. Both of y'all, all of y'all are very similar paths. You just have to start taking the small baby steps. And as you start, and listen, all of us have been there. We have all been led to this certain point where it's like, okay, well, I'm not really sure, but I know that I'm supposed to head in this direction. Well, you just do it.
And then the clarity comes, and then
understand our channels were going to turn out the way that they were going to turn out, but they did, right? I never thought I'd put my face on camera, but I did. I'm glad I did. I've never been good at public speaking, but look at me now. Mm-hmm. You never know what you're going to be good at until you get past the limitation of what you think you are good at or not good at. This is what's going to bring that harmony into your life.
Don't be a pair of hands in a tarot community. Be the face. Yes. Be the face, right? Yeah. I got a message from you or for you. It was put your journey of enlightenment into song.
Nice. Oh,
like Nako and the Medicine People or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, just go ahead.
No, I'm done.
That would be awesome.
Jesus, they hit every single message that I received. So if all three of us are getting the same message, Lou, okay? And you can even go back and re-listen, and you're going to hear it differently every time. It's going to go deeper and deeper into the truth every time. It's going to activate your energy every time, right? But with the energy that you're experiencing, it's a closing of a cycle. It's a death and a rebirth, okay? It's a personal issue or a personal weakness that has been influencing you that you're finally shedding. And there is this indecision towards like taking action, right? I don't know if it's because of an experience you had in the past that makes you weary of taking the same step again. It may look like the same experience from your past that created a personal issue for you, that created a weakness, a wound within you, right? That makes you not want to take that leap of faith on whatever they're calling you to do, because they're calling you to do something. Step out of your comfort zone. Communication is key. It is time to take action. It is time to release negativity. Prosperity lies ahead. Luck is on your side. Show the world the real you. Can I make this shit up? No. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana that came out, okay? 10 of Pentacles, Death, the World, Ending of Cycles, the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny is calling, right? Finally releasing any personal issues, any wounds, any fears, any doubts for whatever happened to you, or however someone viewed you in your past, or however someone misunderstood you in your past. Fuck that, take the leap of faith, okay? Fuck that, take the leap of faith. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, just finally finishing all that those karmic ties from your past. They're kind of creating a resistance, right? Show the world the real you. There's a resistance to doing that. And it stems from either someone not accepting you in the past, someone hurting you in the past, you're a Scorpio, someone judging you in the past, so you judge yourself before you're willing to take that leap of faith. Just take the leap of faith, right? That's what they're calling you to do. With the Emperor being here, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the World, and the 10 of Pentacles. This is all 3D, baby. All on the outside, okay? All in the material world, they are calling you to do something, to have authority. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. If you don't really know what you want, get into the vortex and then step into alignment, take action, and the clarity will come to you. Like, that's just how it works, y'all. We take a step, we get clarity. We take a step, we get clarity. Every single time.
You don't take the step.
There is a healing of abandonment, of an abandonment issue, or just like where you were victimized, or just someone just made you feel like you weren't good enough, right? It's getting over that. We got a 9 here. It's completion of a cycle, right? And the very last card is a 10 of Swords. Whatever happened to you that is making it so you want show the world the real you, that is still influencing you. The worst is dead and done. It's a wrap and it's over with, right? So destiny calls. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now, and look at all the motherfucking abundance that's gonna flow, right? All the clarity.
I keep getting the Naked Drummer popping in my head from The Rocker, the movie The Rocker.
Oh, was that the name of that movie?
Yeah. It's just a musician that got burned back in the day by a band that made it big after him. They just replaced him because they got picked up by a label, and they had a drummer. So it was his nephew or some dude's nephew. But he gets back into the thick of things. And as he gets back into the thick of things with a new band, his fears come up, right? Mm-hmm. And he ends up, he had to face his fears and go and open up for the band.
But the wounds he wasn't willing to face from his past, that he couldn't face alone, he could face them now because he had tools, because he had other people, right?
Yeah.
It's a really good example. You should watch that movie, Lou.
That's a good one.
And it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay, and Luke, one last thing. If you go to judge yourself, if you're not doing something, and just listen to the Scorpio in your head. Listen to the shadow Scorpio that wants to judge instead of take action and say, no, that's not true. I'm going to take action anyways, leap of faith, and then it'll all begin to flow. And we love you.
We love you, bro.
Love you, Lou.
My boy, Lou. Lou, you're my boy.
Dude.
I really hope that those messages help you because, you know, we believe in all of you so hard. And I know, like, with the way that all 3 of us have transformed and all the transformation that we're seeing in each of our tribe members, like, it just makes me so excited to see how all of this is going to unfold. And I'm so glad to be a part of this journey because it is. I mean, Danny, I remember when you first started your channel, when you jumped on Jai's thing and was just like, oh my God, Jess, I did it. I got on there, and you were like so excited about your very first reading. You know what I'm saying? And look at you. You have grown so much.
Yeah, I took the training wheels off that day.
Yes, you did. So, I mean, in all of these people that are stepping out of their comfort zones, like, and stepping out of these old limiting beliefs, it warms my heart to know that we're all doing this we're all doing it together. And by the fact that we're all inspiring each other to take those leaps of faith and, really get outside of the box, I'm proud of everyone.
It's definitely a time for inspired action. Like when you get that, ooh, I'm going to go do this. And then you sit around and you think about it and you think about it. And then that whole feeling just goes away. Oh my God, take it. The inspired action, take it. Don't let that moment pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know, like Ellie and Dewey, I would love to watch just be the fly on the wall as they're like building that puzzle or whatever, and they're just talking about stuff, and like Satnam Springs, she brought that up. Like, I can't wait until I see that on YouTube, right? And we get to this Love Vibe tribe gets to be a part of their lives, and them just talking about their journey and stuff. I would love to be that. So
Yes.
as you guys all step up and take your leaps, right? We're always going to be here, and
That's right.
Some tacos.
not to mention like helping you get up and get out. And I'll give you a shout out, if that's what it takes. If Lou gets on YouTube and starts playing songs about his journey, right? Oh
Oh my
man, come on,
god.
Mm.
come on,
Yeah,
brother.
sounds like a good idea, Lou.
I know, right? Like
Just
we will be there
saying.
with popcorn and ketchup chips, singing and dancing.
All right, yeah. Well, we do have one more. We got
Cool.
Christina G. We're gonna close out the list. It's almost 10 o'clock, so we will do Christina, and then we'll close this out.
Might have to put it on H-bow if you're naked.
Well, the naked drummer was on YouTube, but all you saw was his ass crack. So it was a funny movie. You gotta check it out. The Rocker. That's what it was called.
That would be an awesome idea, Ellie, to have Lou as on their YouTube channel as a guest. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, even getting different
Such a good
people
idea. I want to steal it.
within our tribe to come on
Yeah.
and be a part of it. I know when we're doing our readings, I incorporated the Zoom aspect into it. So if you want to get a personal reading and be right here between us, right, talking with us, talking through your reading, bringing up the things, and sharing it with others, like, my God, like how much of a blessing and how much of a true message would that be with you being with us as these cards are coming out and lighting you up, and oh my God, and this happened in my life, and you know what I mean, just sharing that message. It's something that happens in the Christian world where it's they call it testimony, right? You get up and you tell them your story, your life story, and how you got to this point, and it just ends up being so beautiful. We're doing for who now?
Christina G.
Christina, what's your question, Christina?
Baby, you are late.
Yeah.
Where
She
you
said
at?
messages for me.
Do you see it? The first thing I heard, Christina, was patience and process. Patience is a process. The process calls for patience. There's a process, okay? That's what they're saying. There's a process that you are going through, that you are evolving through, right? And if it has anything to do with this damn energy, it is integrating our shadow self and our higher self, integrating the stories that don't serve, right? Releasing the resistance. So that's what it is. It's a process of releasing resistance is what they're saying, okay? And sometimes, y'all, we have so much resistance built up, we don't realize also the energy that we incarnate into. Oh my God. Our ancestral energy can be so fucked up, and we don't even know that it's influencing us. We have no idea that it's influencing us, right? So, it's just tapping into your true energy. They're wanting you to fine-tune your manifestations. How do we fine-tune our manifestations? We get a pretty good understanding and awareness of our thoughts and our emotions. So if there is a dream or something that you're wanting to take action on, or something that you're wanting to do, when you're integrating that shadow side, you're always going to question and doubt and worry and wonder, but what have we been talking about all night? Take the action and the clarity will come, right? Get in the vortex and then. So there is an integrating on your shadow side of not being good enough, of I know what I want to do. So this is where they're asking you to fine-tune your vibration, your thoughts, and your emotions to manifest what you truly desire, the dreams that you desire into your life. Fuck. Damn, what was it? Oh, So when you're integrating the shadow side, right? The reason for this, I've said it earlier. When we know what we don't want, we know what we do want. And when you're fine-tuning your vibration and your energy, there is a story, for whatever reason, that makes you feel like, to bring this dream into my reality, I have to have this missing piece. The story that you're telling yourself. What do you need to release? To have this in my life, I have to have this. I have to do this. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is the story that you're telling yourself when it comes to your main manifestation, with what is within your vibration and what you are trying to create, the dreams that you're trying to create, right? Like, what do you need to release? I keep fucking losing this message. Hold on. What do you need to release so that you can heal it? Okay, so it's not influencing your manifestation anymore. Alright, I don't know. Fucking hell, I hate when that happens. You can go ahead. I can't remember.
I think the foundation that's lacking here deals a lot with the shadows that are within you, that you haven't
I remember now.
taken the cup off. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. They keep bringing me back. This is like the third or fourth time. Everything happens for a reason. They keep bringing me back to my first message. Why is this happening? Because you already have the answers. You already know where you're going. But it's you keep backtracking. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I need this. I have to say it this way. I have to show up this way. The only piece that is missing, they could ever be missing when it comes to your dreams, is you. So what have I been saying all night? Get into alignment and then get into the vortex. And then when you're into the vortex, when you're in alignment, there is no effort, right? There is no missing piece. You are the only piece.
You're in
okay?
the flow.
So whatever you are telling yourself that you need outside or within you, whatever, that makes you feel resistance, that makes you feel like you have to try, that makes you feel like you have to put an effort in to see these dreams birth right before your eyes, know that that is not in the truth, and get and just, take a look at what you need to release. And it's a time for healing, right? Communication is key. Adjustments are required. You are good enough and the answers you need are coming. Get into the vortex and then you get your clarity, right? Have faith in your dreams.
There's an easy place. This Queen of Cups, right? She has one foot in the ocean, right? She has one foot in the flow, the energetic flow of what she's trying to manifest, or even just the manifestation energy, right? So being in the flow is your true state of existence, and it is the place where we have the ability to manifest what we want. We have to know what we want, and then spirit, once you're in the flow, will bring it to you, right? I just keep getting this back and forth energy of like, okay, what Brooke was saying, what am I missing? What am I missing? Well, when you're in the flow, you don't have to go back and say, what am I missing? You're in the flow. You're good. You don't need to resort back to that energy of like, what do I have to do? What is the next step? With the Three of Wands, the next step is allowing it to come to you, right? And that is in the King of Pentacles energy of like, all right, all that I have asked for, all that I have manifested will come to me. I am the Midas. I have the Midas touch. Mr. Midas, King of Pentacles, everything just comes to him. The abundance comes to him. But you have to stay in that intuitive state and out of that state of lack, that state of like, well, I don't have this, and that's what I need. And that state of black.
Or like if you go into your process of creating your dreams, and like just like if you want to read tarot and you go, oh, but I don't know what the cards mean. Also, now I have to learn what the cards mean. I have to learn the zodiac signs. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. I have to do that. Like, just they're wanting you to release that because you're taking that and turning it into your weakness, right? But your weaknesses are your truest strength. Your weaknesses are your clarity, right? You asked for clarity. Look into your weaknesses, right? And when you're going through, you know, your creative process and bringing your dreams into reality, by focusing on the weaknesses, we attract our weaknesses, right? By flipping our weakness into a strength. There you go.
I got the Wounded Healer card at the bottom of the deck in reverse. You are not wounded. All right? Everything that you want is coming to you. Just stay in the flow. Just stay in the flow.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Allow that love to just spill out into everything that you do, everything that you say. Putting comments in the comment section. Just allow it to flow.
You know how you fuck up resistance? Because whatever we resist persists us, right? So whenever we persist, where does the resistance go? So anytime when it comes to your dreams and creating and focusing on your strengths and coming out of the closet, work your magic and persist. Don't go into the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person. When a successful person sets a goal and they say, oh, well, I gotta learn how to read tarot. I gotta learn what the zodiac signs are. I gotta learn energy. An unsuccessful person says those things and they say, and it becomes overwhelming and it becomes heavy. A successful person persists and says, okay, well, that's the first thing I gotta do. First thing I'm gonna do is focus upon my strengths. I am capable of learning what these cards mean. I'm capable of tapping into energy, right? Work your motherfucking magic, girl, okay? Persist and work your magic.
You are in energy.
Yes. Okay. Jessica is up. Uh-oh.
Christina. Okay, so first off, let me start. Let me put it this way. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember your boundaries and stand fucking firm. Devos, okay? I'm just saying, because listen, this is more of a warning. I'm not really sure who it has to pertain to, but I can almost guarantee that Spirit is trying to warn you. Someone is trying to come back up in your life, probably trying to slide into your DMs, acting like, oh, baby, give me another chance. They up to no good, girl. Don't listen to your intuition. You will know if someone's trying to come back into your life, whether it is your twin, whether it is a soulmate, or someone that you had done either left you or you left them and you finally had to cut them out because you knew they were full of shit, right? Okay? Mm-hmm. You will know if this person has changed their behaviors or not. If you really care about this person, give them enough time to show up for you before you go making any big decisions. Okay? That's all I'm saying. We have unrequited love on the bottom of the deck, and give your relationship a chance. And this is why I'm saying this. Like, all of this feels very sketchy to me. Okay, and I normally don't get this with like soulmate relationships or twin flames, but especially with the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the tarot deck, like I just feel like this person probably has not made wise decisions in the past and still not. I feel like this person is thinking with the wrong head, if you know what I mean. All right, they're still very much living in the 3D, and I feel like they're going to kind of use your big heart and the love that you have to kind of manipulate the situation. So, listen, I don't like giving these kind of messages, y'all, but listen, you gotta hear it,
Hey,
okay?
it came out for a reason. If you got a completely different story, I was just commenting that. I love how we pick up on different messages that y'all need, you know? It's awesome.
It is. But this makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I can't remember the last time that I got a reading like this, and I don't want to see any of my tribe members go through this shit. So let me tell you, yes, exactly, Cynthia.
Wow.
Protect yourself, okay? Please. Because this person, especially with the free yourself and the Eight of Cups, this person abandoned you. They could have ghosted you. They could have made you feel like trapped at 1 minute and then just like poof, gone, and you're like left wondering what just fucking happened. You know what I'm saying? This person left you confused. It left you feeling lonely. You probably ended up retreating a lot and kind of blocking yourself in. And it's taken a lot for you to break outside of your shell and like start to trust love again. This is that kind of relationship. So if this reminds you of someone in particular, please take as it resonates. But I feel like this really caused a lot of trust issues and probably started a lot of that soul searching, looking within yourself, and probably the catalyst of your awakening.
Yes,
okay,
I was feeling that too.
With the retreat card, you know, I feel like this is someone that you've probably been disconnected from for quite some time. But with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, listen, okay, listen, this is not some passionate new beginning like, oh, let's work on it, baby. This person is going to, you know, give a little something so they can get a little something, okay? And with the heart-to-heart conversations and the Hierophant, I feel like, you know, the first message that I was getting was that you weren't going to even entertain the conversation unless there was something about commitment here. But I feel, again, that they're going to manipulate you by using this conversation, because we also have express your love in the Eight of Wands. So I feel like this person might slip into your, you know, DMs or something like that, and like kind of out of nowhere. But their intentions are not pure, because we still have release your ex. This is someone you still have an energetic tie to that is keeping you from manifesting like that true abundant love. And you probably end up meeting a bunch of fuckboys that only want one thing and come and go as they please, right? This is where it's stemming from. So when we're talking about releasing and transmuting and going through all that stuff, this is one of those relationships that you really need to process, release, cut them damn cords, and get rid of, because this person is causing fucking havoc in your life and in your love life. We also have the Nine of Swords, okay? Like, this person has kept you up. It might not just be recently, but in your life, like since this person left you devastated, and when they come back in, they're gonna create a whole nother round of drama, okay? But with the King of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Fool being reversed, okay, nah, honey, don't do it. This person is a manipulator. Like, I don't feel this ending well. I don't feel like this is a chapter that you need to start. And I really don't feel like this person has good intentions, but I feel like they're going to come in out of the blue, start hitting you up, and they're only looking for one thing. But this person does not have good intentions for you. And it's going to create a lot of confusion, a lot of unnecessary doubt, and you're not even going to be really sure what their intentions are, because their words and their actions are not going to be meeting up. So you have to trust your intuition and make sure before you give them anything physically that they are able to prove what their true intentions are. But again, trust your intuition. I don't like it one bit. So I'm sorry to be the Debbie Downer in that one, but this person has really caused a lot of disturbance, and why you have a lot of trust issues with your love life in general. So
right, it feels like kind of like an initiation too, where like she said this person left you in the past. Okay, everything's a reflection of our energy, so maybe it's triggering when you left yourself in the past, right? This relationship, this oh my god, I don't want this, is exactly what births, oh my god, I know what I want. Oh my god, I know what's in alignment now. Oh my god, I picked that piece of myself up that I left behind, right? So another good thing to be aware of is to not get so caught up in the 3D, what it looks like, and to actually pay attention and have the awareness to what is this reflecting back to me? What am I healing? Why did I manifest this? Why did I manifest this experience for myself to empower me, right? And it just, to me, it feels like that final initiation or activation and just like really big shift of everything that you don't want, so that you can finally birth and release all that, release the resistance and choose. It's like a temptation. It's like the devil tempting you to go back to where you came from, to leave that piece of yourself back in the past, right? But you're unconditional love. You're always going to choose unconditional love. And that's why we both said, Danny may have said it too, but Jessica and I both said that it's a process. It's a process, and to be patient, to not judge, right? But it's just that temptation of going back to what's comfortable for us and where we feel safe. But our tribe is a fucking badass, and we break down our defense mechanisms, and we're fucking vulnerable. And we just show it all, right?
That's the box of chocolates that you get on Christmas or whatever, and you rip it open, you throw the fucking map out, and you're just like, oh, I want this one. Oh shit! And then you go through all the other ones and like, oh well, I want this one, but that's the same one I bit you in the ass, and you're like, oh shit again? Are you gonna take that? Or maybe are you gonna go back to the map and say, oh no, that's the fucking one, and then put a big X across that one and be like, okay.
But Jessica started off her reading perfectly. Don't you fucking forget who you are. Oh my god, don't forget it. No matter what it looks like, feels like, tastes like, oh my god, no matter how it feels, don't forget who you are. Don't forget the truth. If you feel like you're putting in an effort, if you feel yourself resisting, be vulnerable, right? Get into the vortex, and then...
yeah.
And then...
Babe, I'm so done with you. I'm so done. That was a beautiful reading, beautiful messages. Thank you, Spirit. What the fuck, Ella? Oh, her's dreaming. He'd be good.
Alright, guys. Well, Dirty chakra, messing up. Alright. That should have me all fucked up. Sorry.
That feels like the energy last
It's
week.
not mine. Get rid of it. Alright. So, with that being said, I really hope all of you enjoyed tonight. I know I did. And, make sure that y'all check out Danny, Northern Comfort Tarot, and Brooke, Empress of Duality. Make sure to check out their channels if you have not yet. And we love you guys so much. Thank you for coming here tonight and joining us and allowing us to read for y'all. Y'all are so special and means so much to us.
Yes.
We're just really blessed to be a part of this tribe and this community that we're building. So I now ask that any energies that myself, Danny, or Brooke have picked up that do not belong to us be sent back to the original person, and that we all just feel free and clear of any residual energy that does not serve our highest good or does not belong to us. I also ask that God spread his light around us at this time and keep us protected on this full moon as we raise our vibrations and then our aspects of shadow self belong in our future. And I appreciate all of you so much for being here, and keep doing the damn thing. Keep growing, keep evolving, and lighten that fire, y'all. Spread your light as much as possible and know that we believe in
you. Yes. And if you do forget, just come over. We'll remind you. It's all good.
Good night, y'all.
I love you.
We love you.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.